What's going on, gamers? It's your boy Daily Tactics here, and today we are back in Ultimate Epic Battle Simulator 2 with a brand new update. We have modern soldiers versus an enormous medieval army. That's right, baby. Let's go ahead and press start right here. So this is not the only thing in this brand new update. They have also included other brand new units such as French soldiers from the 18th century. They've also gone ahead and included ostriches, strangely enough, and a brand new campaign mission that we will definitely be trying out later. But I thought it'd be really fun to go ahead and do a medieval army versus a very small modern army here. The modern soldiers are on guard mode, so they will move around if the medieval soldiers get close enough, but right now that is not happening at all. It's also curious, it seems like everyone took a little bit of damage when they first spawned in. Something that happens in Ultimate Epic Battle Simulator 2 when units take damage is they get all bloody and red, and if you hadn't noticed, they were all bloody and red. Is it the same with all these guys back here? Yeah, all of the medieval knights are bloodied. Is that like a weird glitch or something like that going on in this battle? Or maybe in the new update it somehow damaged all the units when they spawn in? I'm not fully sure. But regardless of that, we do have the modern soldiers fighting. It looks like these are supposed to be, let's go in slow-mo, US soldiers from, like, you know, the Gulf War or something along those lines. They've got, those are M4A4s, I believe. It looks like they're also equipped with like a radio, some extra magazines, stuff like that. They look pretty sweet. They did add a modern faction little tab along with these modern soldiers, so I am wondering if they are going to be planning on adding more modern soldiers in the future, which would be really cool because these guys are pretty sweet. Either way, we do have a few medieval knights getting really close to a few of these U.S. Army soldiers. Oh, and a couple of them get chopped down by these knights, but still the U.S. soldiers, their M4A4s are clearly extraordinarily deadly. I mean, look at this. They are demolishing these footmen. I do wonder if the footmen are going down faster because they've been damaged already at the start of this battle, or if the M4A4 is truly just that good. Clearly the M4A4 fire rate is very good because I'm seeing a lot of fire going out right off the rip here. There were about 7 million, yeah, that's right, 7 million medieval soldiers on the battlefield, and they have been depleted down to about 400,000, and the US soldiers started with 86,000. It was supposed to be 100,000, but you can't always get what you want, and they've been depleted by 2. Yeah, by 2. They have lost 2 soldiers. That's kind of pathetic. That's all the medieval knights have been able to do, but there's still so many going on all the way back here, and not to mention, let's see if we can find them. Yes, here we go. We do have heavy knights back here too. Oh, these guys haven't been damaged yet. Why did all the guys at the front get damaged, but the guys in the back didn't? Do you think maybe there's like some sort of weird thing around this area of this battlefield that's like damaging units? Possibly could be. Oh, these guys aren't as damaged. Some of them are a little bit bloody. Maybe it's something to do with this area of the map that's damaging the units when they spawn in. That's very bizarre. But either way, these M4A4 wielding soldiers, they actually appear to back up a little bit when the enemies get near them. Maybe that's a new feature in the game as well with ranged units, is what I'm thinking. That would actually be pretty cool, I will say, if that is indeed a feature, and I think it is because that is what I'm seeing. So maybe if ranged units are now on attack or guard mode, they'll slowly back up if the enemy is coming towards them. However, of course, I wouldn't want this to be too powerful and them being able to back up at the same rate that enemies are advancing on them, because obviously then, you know, the enemies will never be able to catch up with them. And these guys could just back up infinitely, but that doesn't seem to be the case. I think they're backing up, and the guys charging them are actually able to sort of catch up to them a little bit. Oh, we do have actually a lot more deaths for the US soldiers, 35 in fact, and climbing. Where are they getting hit? Is it over here, perhaps? No, in this little woodland area, it seems like the medieval soldiers are continuing to get gunned down. You can see the body piles here are absolutely devastating. Maybe it's around this way that some of the U.S. soldiers are getting hit. Oh, yeah, right over here. We've actually got the U.S. modern soldiers climbing over this body mound here and having to deal with the impact of multiple different medieval footmen hitting them at the top here, which is resulting in 100 U.S. soldiers dead now and 100,000 of the medieval soldiers dead. So it's about 1,000 kills per U.S. soldier. This is clearly a extremely powerful army. Oh, over here we've got some serious warfare going on in these urban streets, and actually a lot of these medieval knights are getting right up against these U.S. soldiers and hitting them with all they've got. So that is a very dangerous thing right there for the U.S. They could end up having multiple losses due to these medieval knights getting right up in their grills. That is a danger for sure. Yeah, okay. Are there any soldiers? Okay, there's a number of medieval knights going on a mass flank over here, and actually looks like the modern soldiers went ahead and responded to that flank in kind by moving some soldiers over to deal with that as well. So they seem to be a-okay right now over in this section, but a good idea by the medieval units right there to go and do that massive flank. Whoo! Look at this battlefield, man! This is the beauty of Ultimate Epic Battle Simulator 2. 7 million soldiers on the battlefield. That's crazy. Well, many of them are dead now. 1.25 million dead medieval soldiers and 400 dead U.S. soldiers at the moment. Just really staggering numbers at the end of the day on this battlefield. And the heavy knights still yet to even get close, I think, to the front lines here. Yeah, these are all still medieval footmen. The heavy knights are all the way back here. Yep, this is about where they start roughly, maybe closer to like right about here is where they start. So still very far away from those heavy knights getting involved in this battle. I think the best area for the medieval soldiers to break through is definitely going to be this area over here. Just this close quarters combat is definitely going to be in their advantage against the U.S. soldiers. So we'll see how this ends up going. Also, this little hill, the body hill over here, is going to be fairly devastating. Why don't we go ahead and do a little bit of a time lapse on the body hill here of the U.S. soldiers defending as it grows larger and larger, which should be pretty freaking sick, man. Okay, so we let that run for a few moments there, and the medieval soldiers have now lost 2.1 million, which is crazy, but the U.S. has lost 3,000 now, so it seems like the medieval soldiers are finally starting to whittle away at the modern soldiers. Still, the difference between kills is astronomical, and I am wondering if these modern soldiers are going to be able to win at the end of the day. Oh, they've got like little pistols on their hips too, that's pretty cool. That almost looks like a Russian is it PKM or something? I don't know. Like the handle, I guess. I don't know. Those are definitely M4A4s though. So I'm a little confusion. I am confusion. More body hills over here, having more and more of these medieval footmen crossing over the top here. Oh my goodness. The U.S. getting pushed back over this way. How's this front going? All right, actually, these guys also having a big amount of bodies coming at them all at once, probably resulting in a few of their deaths as well. But they've got this nice firing squad back here too, helping them out just from a distance, laying on some cover fire, baby. So there's the big body mound, which continues to grow, that we were watching earlier. And then over here, these guys have actually pushed forward quite a bit, and they've started to develop their own body mounds too. Wow, look at that. Yeah, okay, these guys were bent on moving forward. I don't know why. And look over this way. Wow, these body mounds are getting astronomical. Holy smokes. And then over this way, it looks like these guys, similar situation, but they have less troopers, so I think these guys are actually losing more soldiers than the other areas of the battlefield, because they just have less fire output over here in the desert. There's just less soldiers to help out, and not to mention they're just continuously having medieval units try and flank them over this way, which can't possibly be helping at all. I have to say, this update couldn't have come sooner, man. I'm so stoked that this update is here because I have been yearning for some more Ultimate Epic Battle Simulator 2 content, and we just haven't had an update in a hot minute, it felt like. So having this new update here is just feeling good, feeling great, man. I'm super stoked about that, and I have to say, this is exactly what we needed, was like good solid units. The meme units like the ostriches and, you know, stuff like that, they're fine, but like good solid units like modern soldiers and, you know, the French soldiers, that's good for videos, you know, for me, and I also think it's good for gameplay too. It just adds so much more. I'm super stoked. I think this is going to be such a big thing for Ultimate Epic Battle Simulator 2, and I can't wait. I have so many ideas for new videos, new content to make in the game. I felt like I was running out of stuff to do in it, but now that we've got all this new juice, we're all juiced up, baby. I feel like we could go for a very long time with this brand new content that they've delivered for us. So just, you know, so happy, so glad, and honestly, these modern soldiers are so sick. I'm so hyped about this. Right now, we've got 3 million dead medieval soldiers and 9,000 dead modern soldiers. So modern soldiers continue to lose more and more, but the medieval armies are also just losing droves of units, droves and droves. Oh, look, they actually managed to push back, it seems, over the hill here against the modern soldiers. Interesting. Okay, developments across the battlefield continue. I'm trying to figure out a good place to do another time lapse, but there's so much fire that it's very confusing to watch. Listen, this was such a good time lapse area over here, but no, I don't want to do the same time lapse area again. Let's go ahead and do a time lapse. I'm thinking over here would be cool, of the town. I think that'll be neat. Let's do that. Alright, boys, so the battle is going on, and the first of the heavy knights are right around here. Actually about to enter the battlefield. I'm wondering if actually in other sections they're closer. Yeah, actually, in other sections they are a lot closer. There's a ton, like right here. Oh, yeah. They're going up this hill over here. Look at that. Okay, so we do have heavy knights colliding with modern soldiers over this way. Obviously, the heavy knights have a little bit of projectile resistance, and on top of that, they just have more health than your standard footmen. So maybe this will help out in the medieval soldiers. I still think this is pretty much anyone's game to win or lose here. 4.4 million dead medieval soldiers. They've only got about 2.2 million left, and 24,000 dead modern soldiers. So clearly, modern units just absolutely slaughtering the medieval army, just destroying. But you know, these heavy knights, man, they're going to be tough. Oh, look at this, though. The flank is almost completely opened up for the modern soldiers. So these guys will soon be able to sort of start moving over this way and reinforcing this middle section over here. So that'll be pretty interesting as well. And maybe they can end up helping out against all these medieval units. Either way, let's go ahead and let this ride for a real long time now. It's been a while. Let's just go ahead and let it ride and find out the victor. Alrighty then, gamers, so we are nearing the end of this battle. There's only 275,000 medieval soldiers left, and actually, the modern soldiers have managed to do big things in that time. They really only lost like 10,000 more soldiers. They're at 56,000 now, so these modern soldiers, man, they are a powerful force. Oh, look at this, though. The flank over here broke completely. Wow, that's crazy. There's like a small holdout of modern soldiers within the town. But actually, yeah, this part of the town got totally crushed. That's really interesting. But then this side of the battlefield over here, the modern soldiers basically won. And they have a holdout up top here, and then down here, obviously, they did very well. And then over this way, they all migrated this way. And then at the entrance to the little city area over here, they're also doing pretty well. So actually, the Knights managed to do some good things, but just not quite enough. Kind of crazy how this all ended up working out for both the Modern Soldiers and the Knights. That's pretty nuts. Let's go ahead and do one last time lapse of let's do these Modern Soldiers up top here, and we can see the Knights migrating down below, which I think will be kind of cool to look at and sort of see, I guess. Alright boys, and there we have it. The Modern Soldiers take the dubski here, only losing 32,000 soldiers to over 6.7 million Knights. That's crazy. Look at these body mounds, man. I'm so hyped for this update. This is going to be so unbelievably sick. Whoa, okay, there we go. Just so much potential here. I hope you guys enjoy, and let me know any ideas you guys have got for me in the future for these types of videos. Either way, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and comment down below. Peace! I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Be sure to click that subscribe button for more content, and hit the notification bell if you'd like to be alerted to whenever I live stream or upload. Thanks so much.